Hello and welcome to the video. Here we got some pencils and a pencil sharpener. This is my favorite set of pencils, and they don't have eraser at the end. I do have a separate eraser because it kind of feel like it's just a basic wood here. It has some finish on top of it, but it still feels like wood. When I draw with this pencil, it's very, I don't say natural feel, but it feels very satisfying. It's like I'm dealing with some natural material, and it helps to feel relaxed when I draw. I don't know how to explain it well, but this because of that. This is my favorite set of pencils, and these sharpeners. These, by the way, these are very cheap to buy. Like both of these, like $2 maybe US. And since I live in Serbia, this is in Serbian here, in English as well. But there we go. You get 3 sharpeners actually here, and you can use small one for smaller pencils, bigger one for bigger pencil, or here maybe. Yeah, here you can see. These two are pretty much the same, but they're different shape. This one is more angled. This one is angled, but in a different way, like inside it's angled. But they all work the same. So very basic. And it's very easy to sharpen pencils with these. And these pencils are very well sharpened with those sharpeners. Some pencils you buy and they are not easily sharpened, and it's not satisfying when you sharpen. These are very satisfying to sharpen with the sharpener. Just show you. So let's open these up and see if I cut this one. Nope. Have some cheap knife. I don't know how to properly open these. Maybe it's like rip them off, something like that. But trying to cut this. It's pretty thick here. Oh, you have this one. I know there's a way to open this effectively, but there's a sticker. There we go. Okay. So now I should be able to cut this one. Come on. I don't want to break pencils. Oh, I have scissors, so there we go. Scissors are much better. Just do that. There we go. Well, okay, that was much harder than I thought, but there we go. So these are very nice pencils, but you can see one has like chip here. It's kind of cracked, but with sharpener it will be corrected. So let's use one of these pens. Throw this away. Also use this cardboard looking paper to draw on. It's very satisfying. It's like $1 US or something about that. You get like I don't know, maybe 10 sheets. But I just buy it because it's satisfying to use, so, or to draw on. So I'm gonna try and get to draw something. Let's see if I can adjust camera here. So let's go like, I don't know. Okay, you can see it's very clear on the what I draw here. The line is very clear, and I like that's very important for me when I draw, to get a visible line. Here we go. It's not a perfect like stretch, but I take my time when I draw. to kind of have a perspective, like scale of drawing. There we go. Don't be scared to draw like this. Like, you don't have to have a perfect line. And that's what I learned, or what I realized. When I want to draw like a perfect line at the end to look like a perfect line, I don't have to, in the process of making this line, I don't have to be very precise initially. I can easily correct these lines. This is just the initial sketch is to have a perspective more than a finished line. So let's draw like this. I will show you what I draw just in a bit, so it's not gonna be clear immediately. But what I'm trying to draw is a sketch of something. All right, there we go. About here. There we go. Maybe from here point. Something like that. I don't know. Okay, so eyes go here. And also here somewhere. Let's say here. So this should be eyes and mouth. Okay, so there we go. And trying to redraw a photo or a drawing. So I can. I'm looking at a camera here while I draw this. It's not the best, but there we go. Okay, so you can see the eyes. When I wanna fill in like inside, I can easily just do this. And this pencil leaves a very nice mark. So even if I draw in different directions, you don't have like an overlay. There we go. Very nice, very smooth. Okay. There's this thing over here about. There we go. Okay, I have a sketch on my computer, so I'm trying to see full screen how it's gonna look like. It's not the easiest to draw when you don't have the best perspective. Especially if you're trying to draw looking at the camera first. Alright, so that's an initial sketch of what I'm drawing. Alright. Alrighty. So how are we gonna correct these lines here? They should be like more straight lines, something like that. So you can see I made a thicker line, but I also have erasers, so we're gonna test these out. So as you can see, very simple. This is one of the cheaper packs of erasers. So I'm gonna open it up just like I did the last one, just cut it open. Take one, and we're gonna try and erase a little bit. Okay, I'm just trying to adjust my picture because it doesn't fit on my camera. Okay, so I wanna make a straight line here. Let's see the eraser, is it working well? It's not perfect, it kind of smudges and leaves those little chunks. But overall, you get used to that, and it's pretty satisfying to erase things and make a little smoother line. So if you have like this, you can just easily take a razor, and there we go. Very relaxing. Also here it's not the best line, so I can correct that. Just erase the part. Doesn't have to be perfect, because I also use colored pencils for this, so I can just fill in inside. So one method is erase line, then make another line, and the other method is just make a thicker line and remove the chunks, or remove the line, or make a thinner line by removing or erasing from side. So both methods work well in drawing, and you can see it's not perfect. You cannot expect everything to be perfect. Again, let's correct this part here. Kinda, I don't know, maybe like this. We'll erase it and we'll see. There we go. And I don't like moving my hand over the drawing too much, because it kind of makes this graphite smudges, and it's not ideal. I don't like that too much. So there we go, and it's all sketch done, or at least first part of it. One other thing you can do when you draw this is use markers. And I have markers like these, pretty nice colors in this set. So I'll take this black one. So I use combination of these pen, marker, and also use colored pencils. Plus sometimes I use this kind of pen. It has like a uniform, like graphite inserts, and automatic pencil, and it works well. But I like this more because it has that natural feel when I draw. I love it. It's addicting, and that addiction makes me stay drawing longer and enjoying drawing more. So okay, we're gonna try this. Just draw an outline over the sketch, so we'll see how that will work. Here you can correct even with what you draw with markers, but it's easier to correct with pen. But anyway, don't be scared when you draw. Mistakes happen. It's part of the art, as they say. As you can see, it's not all perfect. It's not all like the fastest drawing, but it's satisfying. That's the main thing about doing drawing. The satisfaction of doing it. It's unbeatable. You can draw anything you want. When you draw for yourself, that's the best thing ever. I cannot describe enough, or cannot emphasize that enough, because you have to experience that. Just not in school project, nothing like that. Just draw it for yourself, something that you want to draw. It's so satisfying. Oh, there we go. Mistakes happen. By the way, I will not fill in inside. We'll do that with another color, but this is just outline. By the way, this is a little thicker marker, so it's leaving a little bigger trail or a thicker line. But there we go. So that's done. Outline is done. It's not perfect. Why I draw actually is because I wanna make a picture of this and wanna make a t-shirt design. But anyway, so now we're moving to this thing, and it's color pencils. Cheaper package, about $1.50, maybe $2 for this one. Not the most expensive, not the cheapest, but it's pretty affordable. And we'll take a red pen. Or maybe like not completely red, but like a pinkish red, let's say. And I want to fill in something inside here. Why I love these is because they're very soft. Like when you draw, it's like how you call that, crayons. It's not thick like a charcoal. It's more like plasticky feel, which is what I like actually. By the way, let's add a little here. And when you sketch, my advice is try and sketching with a softer feel with your hand, with a softer touch, let's say. And let's see here, because sketching leaves like it damages the paper below, or cardboard, whatever you draw on, and it's you cannot easily erase when you have mistakes. So let's see if we can erase what I draw with marker. It's not working very well. There we go, it's not working very well. But anyway, that doesn't matter. This is just a sketch. This is not a complete drawing. This is more like a outline that I take a screenshot of to put on the print on the paper. So to draw a circle, let's see if I can. Circle is not easiest to copy. One thing I can do is just leave points on the paper and meet them with my pen. So let's see. All right, so circle is not ideal. It's not easy to draw a circle. That's always a problem for me, but it will work. For a sketch, it's enough. By the way, I do film this in some kind of an angle, so it's not like over the top look of the drawing. All right, let's do this. Filling in the fields is not. It's very satisfying. It's not something I do to try to be perfect when I draw inside, because I can easily erase inside of a bigger field. So, and when I do fill in insides of a shape like this, I try to do it in an angle, so not like this, but kind of move like this, so I can be covering more, because the tip is actually getting flatter or bigger surface area touching the paper, so it's leaving more of a mark or a trail on the paper. Okay, hope that's visible at least. Doesn't have to be perfect, so that's fine. Here you can see there's an angle. It's maybe off-putting on the eye, but on the finished project, I'm not sure if I will show you the finished project on t-shirts, but you'll find it online. It's gonna be search this image search or do an image search for this, and you'll find this. Probably, my guess is you're gonna find it. All right, because for me it works very well. Whenever I find some sketch online and I do an image Google search, it will find the sketch. So there we go. How it looks. It's kind of cute little thingy, but it's more satisfying to draw that than anything. Just I don't like. It's more enjoyable to look at your own drawing than something that you find anywhere, because you made this. Even if it's you copied from somewhere else, like you find a drawing or something that you want to draw, and when you finish drawing it and you draw it yourself, then it's more satisfying. But there we go. Initial drawing is done. I'll move on to taking picture of this, and we'll move on to my computer to edit this to make it t-shirt design. So I'll make more of a top view look of this. See if I can zoom out, maybe something like this. Looks very nice. It's not perfect, don't worry about that. I don't worry about it. I know I'm not the best artist, but I'm the artist that enjoys doing art, making art, because it's really satisfying. Hope you enjoyed this video, and for those of you who want to start doing sketches, my advice is start with the cheapest thing you can find and try to find material, technique, and what's satisfying for you to start with. For example, you can start with a cardboard. You don't need some expensive paper or buy any paper or any notebook. Just basic cardboard, it's fine. For pencil, cheapest pencils would do fine. My experience is wood feels nice to you, feels nice in the hand, so that's my personal thing, but maybe it's subjective, not just subjective. But you don't need this eraser at the end. Those pens are like, nah, I would not recommend, because it's very like you made smudges here. It's when you draw, it sips all over. This is more satisfying to just use this separate one. This one's colored, but that doesn't matter. It just does the basic thing that every eraser should do. It just erases this pen. When you wanna have a thicker line, just to outline your finished work, my advice to use some common markers like this. You can use with any variety of tips, but like tip like this would probably be most versatile, because you can make like somewhere in between, like smaller lines or something like this, or if you wanna cover the area, you can just quickly do with this very nicely. You don't need like to have two separate, like one thin, one thicker marker, and this one just does the trick very well. You can have some different colors like this. I like this selection because it has like a bright color. These are like red, green, and blue, very popular. Brown is very nice if you want to pair with this black, because if you want to have a line that's visible but not to be too dark, you can use brown, and it works very well. I like it. And yellow, it's usually for something that you want to be visible but kind of highlighted, or something that's not like an outline, maybe fill some area, so it does that color. For me, at least, that's how I use it, but I don't use the yellow much. Most of the time you're gonna need or use this one for outline. This is for sketch, of course. This and sharpener, let's not forget that. Kinda need that when this tip goes bad, or you break a tip or you just waste it. This is necessary, or you can sharpen with like this thing, but I don't recommend it. You can cut yourself easily. Colored pencils you don't actually need if you're doing sketches and you want to post on internet or print on t-shirts, because you can just make a small mark here. You don't have to finish like this and then fill in like in Paint or whatever program. It will fill very nicely. You just need outlines. That's the basic of sketching, outlines. Filling in space, it's not needed, but it's enjoyable. Like whenever you have this, you can just keep the drawing, because it's not just sketching, it's also having like your own archive. That's also satisfying. And one thing you can do is you can cut off the paper and just have not save like this paper, because that will take too much space maybe, but you can just cut off like smallest rectangular shape and keep that, and that way you can save some space. But whatever, it's up to you. But there we go. If you want to start sketching like I do, that's my recommendation. There's also these pens, super quality blackened pencil. Yeah, well, it's dark pencil. It's pretty nice, as you can see here. Has like these hardness B stuff. I don't know if you can read this. Graded pencils, best for writing, drawing, sketching, and hatching, I guess. I like it for sketching. It's pretty nice. Yeah, like 12 of them, says here, and they're basic pencils, like all basically the same. Have like these Sting 5B, for example. Here, that's the basic of this tool. So if you wanna try different graphite hardness and feel different pencils, then this is one set you can have for sketching. It's not necessary. It's like more like if you wish, for example, let's say. But this is all you need. Like basically, I would say pen, paper, eraser, maybe marker if you want, but it's not necessary. You can use it. It's up to you. But there we go. Start with that. Trust me, it's not hard. Don't worry if you draw bad lines. As I showed you, at the end you'll be satisfying these errors. Don't let that break your mood. Don't let that take you off drawing. Also here, especially if you do digital art like I do, this is cute. Mistakes are cute. Even if it bothers you when you draw, don't correct them, leave them, move on. And there you go. Easy thing to do. Enjoy as well. That's the most important thing. Okay, enough rambling. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Bye.